Hey everybody, it's Mr. Curtis here up at Zimmerman Middle School, and today we're going to be talking about how to play the first couple of things on the baritone. So we're going to go through 4 steps here today in our video. The very first thing we're going to talk about is what is in your case, how to open it safely, and how to identify all the parts. The second thing we'll talk about is how to create the first sounds on our mouthpiece. Then we'll move to assembly and how to hold your baritone. And finally, we're going to be talking about the first 3 notes that you're going to be playing on your instrument. So without any further ado, we're going to get started. Now please make sure that you have your baritone case on a flat surface. A desk, a table, or the floor is perfect. Make sure a couple of things happen before you open that case. The very first thing is you're going to have a logo somewhere on your case that needs to be facing straight towards the ceiling, okay? Mine says Yamaha right here in the corner. You might have a different brand of baritone, but make sure that your case somewhere on this top panel has a word facing straight up into the air, okay? If you have a zipper case or something like that, it might have a pocket on the top, but you need to make sure there's a word. Now, if you don't have any words, no problem. If your case doesn't have anything on either side, make sure that when you have the case sitting on the ground or on your table with the handle facing you, that these latches flip straight up towards the ceiling. Check it out. If I flip that latch, it flips up towards the ceiling, okay? That's how we can tell if our case is facing the right direction. We're not going to open it upside down, do anything bad. Make sure your case is facing the right way up, okay? Now once you've done that, we can open our case by unlatching these latches and slowly opening the lid to reveal our baritone and some other gear as well, okay? Now in our case, baritones are pretty simple. You have the instrument, you have the mouthpiece, you might have some valve oil, some cleaning instrument tools, but for right now, all that we need to grab is this mouthpiece, which is going to be in a hole somewhere back here or around your baritone somewhere, and the mouthpiece looks just like that, okay? So take the mouthpiece out, close up the case. We don't need to touch our regular baritone right now. We're going to close it up and latch it so it's safe, and start off with just the mouthpiece. Now, on the mouthpiece, we're going to create our sound on our baritone by buzzing our lips. And the very easiest way to learn how to do that is by saying the word poom. Or you could say the word M. Either way, you're going to end up with a nice, tight, scrunched up front of your face. Call it your band face. Call it your embouchure. That's a funny word for your band face, okay? So your embouchure, your band face, looks like this. Poom. And you can see here that in my lips, my corners are very tight. I'm flexing these muscles here. Take 2 fingers and put your lips into your band face, poom, and kind of poke the corners of your mouth. You should feel muscles in there. It shouldn't be gooey like this. That's wrong. You can tell. Very gooey. Band face, poom. I feel muscles, but the middle of my lip should be very, very loose and gooey, okay? So corners are tight. I call them the pillars of power because that's where all the power for your baritone comes from. And the middle of your lip is going to vibrate and buzz. That's where the sound comes from. So power here, sound here, right through the middle, all right? So the very first thing that we're going to try before we even do our mouthpiece is we're going to try what's called a lip buzz or a free buzz. And the way that we're going to do this is we're going to make our band face by saying the word poom. And then we're just going to blow lots and lots of fast air through our closed lips. It's going to sound like this. It sounds kind of buzzy, kind of spitty, and it needs to be really loud and smooth. Check it out one time and then try it on your own. Here's a good free or lip buzz. Poom. On my lips, what I'm doing is keeping them closed and blowing a lot of fast air right through the middle. Remember, that middle of our lip, very, very gooey. Corners, very strong. Pillars of power, okay? Try it once with me now, and the way to start this, the easiest way, is with a little burst of a P. Almost like you're beatboxing, okay? So we're going to do a P sound and blow tons of air through our closed lips. Let's try it together. Sitting tall in whatever chair you're sitting in so your lungs can work. And let's set our band face. Poom. And a nice deep breath. If you're having trouble doing that, if it sounds like this, or this, you need to think about more air moving out into the world Pretend you have a fan spinning out here in front of your lips. You need to spin that fan really fast, or you're blowing out a candle that's across a table. And you're just keeping those lips nice and closed, okay? Keep trying it until you get it. If you need to practice, you can pause the video here. The next step is moving to our mouthpiece. We're going to hold our mouthpiece in 2 fingers and put those next 2 fingers right on top of the shank. That's called the shank. And that pinky is going to stick way up in the air, really fancy, like you're drinking a cup of tea, okay? We're not going to hold it like this. This is called the low brass grip of death. It's dangerous because it causes tension. You look angry. We never want to look angry when we're playing our instrument. So 2 fingers, relaxed, pinky up for fanciness. And we're going to put that mouthpiece right under our lip right here, lining up perfectly in the middle with our nose. And we're just going to rotate up onto our face. Rotating that mouthpiece up. Now make your band face and try it. Boom. Now the final step is to try to do a free buzz while rotating our mouthpiece. Listen to this one. So we're going to buzz and move our mouthpiece into place. And the moment that buzz starts happening through the mouthpiece, you're going to stop pressing on the mouthpiece, making sure we don't have any pressure at all. Watch me do it once. Make my band face. Boom. I get a good lip buzz. And you could hear the moment that mouthpiece closed on my lips, I just stopped moving, kept the air going, and had a really nice buzz. Listen to it again. Boom. It feels really, really nice. Practice that a couple of times so that you know where your mouthpiece needs to go, and we'll move on to doing some buzzing on our mouthpiece. So when we buzz on our mouthpiece, we still want to hold with that loose grip. We can put that mouthpiece right in the middle of our lips, right where we just practiced using our rotation, and we're just going to send lots of air right through our mouthpiece. I like to imagine I'm launching silly string out the end of my trombone mouthpiece right here, or my baritone mouthpiece in this case. Okay, shooting straight out in front of you, all the way across your room, plaster your wall with silly string, lots and lots of speed, right through the middle of your trombone or baritone mouthpiece, okay? Same mouthpiece for both instruments. So now, when we take our mouthpiece here, we're going to put it right on the center of our lips. We're going to make our band face, boom, sitting up tall in our chair. And we're just going to start that buzz with the mouthpiece on our face. So I'm going to do it. Boom, mouthpiece on. And your buzz should be very loud. If you're really working your muscles, if you're blowing lots of air, you should have a nice, loud, smooth buzz. If it sounds like this, it means we're not blowing enough air, we're too tight, we look too angry, and our lips are probably not letting us buzz. So we want to blow all that air out of our face, okay? Try it once with me. Take that mouthpiece, make your band face, boom, put that mouthpiece in the middle, nice deep breath in, awesome. Practice doing that buzz 10 times in a row right now. Pause the video and see if you can get 10 good buzzes right in a row. Once you've done our straight buzz, we're going to take our rocket ship sound, that engine, that buzz, that and we're going to crash it right into the ground by lowering the sound. We're going to do that by relaxing the center of our lips while keeping our pillars nice and strong. Listen to how this sounds. It's my engine running out of gas, crashing into the earth, okay? Here's my rocket ship crashing. Boom. Okay? We want to crash that engine. We want to take that ship down into the ground. Try it with me this time. The only thing you do, loosen the middle of your lips. Make the hole bigger, okay? Take your mouthpiece, sit up tall in your chair, make your band face. Boom. Mouthpiece on. Nice deep breath. Ready? Okay? Now, if you can't get the sound to go quite that low, that's totally fine. That takes a lot of practice. So make sure you're practicing that every single day. Pause the video here and try it 10 times if you can, and then we'll move on to our next step. The next process on our mouthpiece is taking our buzz, our rocket ship engine, and flying it straight up into space, okay? The exact opposite of crashing it down. So we're going to take our pillars, keep them strong. We're going to use our lips to make the hole that we're blowing through smaller. We're going to tighten our lips up a little bit, and then we're going to keep blowing that nice fast air. It sounds like this. Boom. You can hear it going up into space. Let's try one more. This time you try it with me. Take your mouthpiece, holding gently that fancy finger in the air. Say the word boom. Strong pillars, mouthpiece up, and a big deep breath. Ready? That's our rocket ship into space. Pause the video here, practice that 10 times in a row, and we'll move on to our next buzzing practice. Once you've done the rocket ship up and the rocket ship down and the smooth buzz, the only thing left we have to do is to do a siren on our mouthpiece. We call this a roller coaster, a siren, whatever helps you think about it. We're going to take that buzz up and down and all around, okay? Using our lips to change the pitch, to change where we are, high or low, by flexing and relaxing that center part of our lip. Remember, the pillars always stay strong, okay? Let's try it once. I can demonstrate for you. I'll do my band face. Boom. Mouthpiece on. Cool. Try it once with me. A nice siren. Here we go. Band face. Boom. Sitting tall on your chair. Relaxed hand on your mouthpiece. And a deep breath. Ready? Do at least 5 sirens every day before you play your instrument. It helps our lips get relaxed. It helps our lips feel really, really good. If your lips are tingling right now, it means you're probably doing something right. So we're feeling really, really nice, okay? Pause the video here and do a couple of sirens, and we'll move on to actually playing our baritone.